to deal with Jalen Carter is going to be a problem. Having to deal with Nolan Smith is going to be a problem. Having to deal with Jordan Davis is going to be a problem. Ojimo and Ty Robinson, they were probably not ready for those guys. The just the ability that they have, dude, I don't know if Eagles fans are actually ready to see what it's like to have a linebacking core. Well, I know we talked about this at the preview, and we talked about it at Country Club Brewing, but I really don't know if we are ready to watch a good linebacking core because it's not something we've had. It's not something we've seen. You're going to see. There's going to be a play in this game tomorrow where Jahad Campbell covers the whole field and holds a wide receiver screen or Dak on a scramble or even a run play where probably when you're watching it set up and you're seeing that moment where, oh, this play's really setting up, it's going to be big, and boom, all of a sudden Campbell's just going to pop out of nowhere and hold it to like a 3-yard gain, and you're going to be like, holy shit, like what is this? And like that ability along with their how good they are going to be at interior D line is going to make it very difficult for teams to run the football and sustain the run against them. And like we sat through 22 where we were, oh, they have no linebackers and they have no safeties. Like this linebacking core alone this year is 80 times better than anything you had in 22. Like that middle of the field is not going to be the attacking point of this defense. It's going to be an avoiding point of this defense.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, I don't think people think about that.
No, and you know I can't blame them because we've never had it. If we were San Francisco, even if we were Chicago or Baltimore, it's expected. So you know what it's like to be like, yeah, we can make plays over the middle of the field. We can stop runs, inside runs at the line of scrimmage, or oh, we have a linebacker come down and set the edge, and we don't let running backs go bounce outside. We just haven't had that. Our fan base is not used to it.
Right.
They don't know what that's going to shock them. It's going to blow their mind to see
And some of those
linebackers flying across field.
concepts by having legitimate linebackers, some of those concepts that you pointed out on that Fangio episode will be able to be unlocked
Ooh, yes, indeed.
because of those guys being able to do some different things that normal defenses, you're not having guys with great. Not every team has a great linebacking core. There's probably about a handful of teams.
Yeah, yeah. Linebackers become one of the harder positions to draft and develop due to the rule changes and spread offenses and stuff like that. But like, yeah, the Eagles play a shit ton of match zone. To have athletic linebackers that can drive and ride that route up and feed it off to the corner, feed it off to the safety, that's going to be very beneficial for those situations.
I'm putting you on the spot here. Something I didn't even ask you, but I'm kind of throwing this out there to see maybe we have something here. Maybe if you have something there. If you're the offensive coordinator for Dallas and you're looking at this defense, and you've kind of touched on things about the outside corners, about throwing the ball, but if you look at the front four, and you look at Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, guys like we've already mentioned, and we talked about the Eagles and their edge rushers and their kind of we talked about it in our preview. What do you do if you're the Cowboys to take away that linebacking like the linebackers. Like, how do you take away a Jahad Campbell? Can you? How can you take away a Zach Vaughn?
The way you have to attack it is if you can kind of run like 12 personnel and try to keep that other corner off the field and stack Ferguson and Pickens and split outside near the slot together, or Ferguson and Lamb split outside near the slot together. My goal would be to get CD Lamb on a linebacker as much as possible, because to me,
Which linebacker would you put? Would you want him?
no, I mean honestly, it's CD Lamb, so any.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is a linebacker in the NFL that can cover CD Lamb and continuously be successful at it. It's no knock on the linebackers, but dude, he's 6'4". He's a freak. He's a freak.
Yeah, freak athlete.
Like I hate that he is a Cowboy, but I love CD Lamb. That's what I would do, and if they go to take that away, then that's where I'm trying to find cornerback two and and hit Pickens on a deep ball.
Yeah.
And he could try to run combination routes to where, like, if you jam up that middle, you have a better opportunity of two defenders running into each other, and that's what you're looking for, is just to get someone that step and a half, where Dak can get an accurate ball, like some mesh routes. What the Eagles did with Dallas Goedert a lot last year, especially in that Saints game, was that mesh route concept, where you have two guys run drags. You kind of force the defense to pick each other off, and whoever gets by their linebacker is open. You can try to do that. That's another way I try to attack it.
Good stuff there, Matt. Good stuff. Now, if you're the Eagles offense, and I mean, if you're the Dallas, how about I'll say this: if you're the Dallas defense, what do you do to try to? I say you stack the box against Saquon, because you saw Kansas City kind of do that in the Super Bowl. How do you prevent Jalen from kind of having his way?
I would. So Jalen's into year 2 of kind of being the conductor of the offense. I would throw him a lot of minutia, a little window dressing. I want to test him. And the thing is, you can stack the box. You need to be able to tackle and win up front. Or Barkley's going to do Barkley things, and you're going to see, much like against Washington, some like 60-yard touchdowns and big run plays like that. Sorry, Tommy, I had to. But if I'm looking like, hey, like if we're taking Saquon out of it, that, like, to me, that's the one thing that Jalen needs to prove that he can do. Like, yes, the whole thing last year, like going into the Pittsburgh game and the Super Bowl, was we're gonna take away the run. Can you beat us with your arm? Yes, he can beat you with his arm. I want him to have to much like Fangio's whole goal is to show the quarterback something pre-snap. He drops back, and it's completely different. That's exactly what I'd want to do to Hurts. Because he can hit you with the deep ball, and he's going to find A.J. Brown, and they're probably going to run some double moves on freaking Diggs if he's out there, and woohoo, big touchdown. But consistently, and how you could put yourself in some situations for some bad passes and for some turnovers, would be to contain him and make him sit in the pocket, or what he likes to do is to roll one way and stare and stare and stare. But I would be showing him a lot of fake stuff pre-snap, and as soon as he snaps the ball and drops back, or as soon as he gets the ball in his hands, it's completely different. That's exactly what Jalen. We know you can throw the deep ball. We know you can pass, but guess what? We want you to use your brain and let us know how far you've come as an actual conductor and leader of an offense, and see if you can see this stuff post-snap, not just pre-snap.
What are going to be the conversations that Jalen Hurts and Kevin Patula have during the game?
I think, hey, we need to run a double move here.
Is that going to be Jalen telling him that, or is that?
I think from what I saw in the preseason, and I know it's tough, it's preseason, you're not game planning, but it looks like Patula wants to take more vertical shots. Where you saw, even with Kellen Moore last year and with Brian Johnson, it was a lot of horizontal.
How do you feel about that?
I like it because, Jalen throws a good deep ball. Two, you have their outside receivers to be able to do that. You have one of the best deep ball, one-on-one, 50-50 ball catchers in A.J. Brown. Devontae Smith has shown the ability to win at the top of his routes. And I know he's not a guy that really loves to throw over the middle of the field. But if you actually run those concepts, that can free up the middle of the field. Right. And that's where Dotson could get his 15 to 20 catches. That's where Goddard could actually be involved. If we want to get the running back involved in the passing game, that will free him up. And, hey, are you getting 20 yards a catch? No, but you're going to get 5 or 6. Just because these guys know, we actually have to cover deep. The safeties have to play deep. The corners have to play deep. And I think they're going to try to take advantage of that, especially because of what Dallas is at corner. Deron Bland, he had a great year 2 years ago. Great. He got paid. And he just got paid.
Was it 4 years? 4 years, 92?
Yeah. Test that motherfucker. Test him. I would, I don't know if Diggs is playing. If Diggs is playing and Deron Bland is playing, I am testing those two motherfuckers.
Everybody's playing. The only one that looks like there's missing is, from what I was reading before, is Winfrey.
Then the first snap that Dallas's defense shows press, or if Diggs is lined up within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage against A.J. Brown, I hope Jalen and him look at each other and just smile. Good. Cook that motherfucker. Cook that motherfucker. If he breaks up a pass, okay, great. But that honestly, that'd be the first thing I would do, because that's the easiest way to beat him. And then you're going to open up the run and let everyone else eat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I just don't want to see a 3rd and 13 bubble screen from the 25-yard line. They're just not a good screen team.
Julio Jones is going to come out of retirement?
Yeah.
Good Lord. Fucking Brian Johnson, get the fuck back in the closet. That was not nice.
He's getting Cliff's coffee for him.
Chilling, chillaxing.
That's right.
I'm in. Injury news. The Eagles will be without Tanner McKee. The Mormon Missile out with a thumb injury.
Hello, Sam Howell.
Landon Dickerson, good to go. Makuba, good to go. They're off the injury report.
Beautiful.
So, ready to go. First minute football.
Beautiful.
Man, 24 24 hours, I'll be seeing your beautiful face eating a cheesesteak.
Yes, sir. I can't wait.